Good to hear. I'm pleased to hear it. So today I wanted to talk about lots of different aroma ideas for around your home that don't involve room sprays and shake and vac and stuff like that. And it's all to do with, yes, I'd like that too. It's all to do with essential oils and aromatherapy. There's lots of different ways that you can use them around your home. They're not just for your health and well-being. You can use them around your home as well to make your home smell like an aroma haven. And that is what I'm going to talk to you about today. So, where shall we start? We all know the bathroom, for instance, or if you've got a separate room for your toilet and a separate room for your bathroom, you always want your bathroom to smell nice when you go in, because that's your place to go and relax. I know for me personally, that is my zone for going to relax in the bath, and I like to have a lovely aroma around me when I do that. So not only can you put essential oils into your bath just before you get in, you can also add them in the bathroom so that that room always smells like an aromatherapy haven. How can you do that? First off, you've got your toilet roll. You've got the inner for this, and I mentioned this in one of my other videos the other day. You can get your essential oil and you can put a couple of drops just inside the inner of your toilet roll, on the cardboard bit on the inside, and then pop it back on the loo roll holder. And then every time somebody uses that loo roll, the waft of that essential oil goes into the room and you've got instant aromatherapy. You can choose your favourite oil, you can choose one that smells clean. It's entirely up to you. There's no rules here. You can choose whichever oil you prefer to make your bathroom or toilet room smell like an aromatherapy haven. So that's tip number one. Tip number two is where are we? You can make your own spray, actually. I was saying it doesn't have to be air fresheners and stuff like that. You can make your own. And I can put some recipes up on social media if you need me to, so you know exactly what ratio to use for your blends. But the basic ingredients for a DIY air spray are water, alcohol, and essential oils. Now, the alcohol is because it helps the liquid evaporate quicker, and it just leaves you with the smell, because you don't want to be spraying water around everywhere and then end up with wet patches, because nobody wants that. So the reason you put alcohol in it is it helps the liquid to disperse and evaporate quicker, and you're left with the aroma. So that's tip number two. You can put a simmer pot on your stove in the kitchen, and you can put citrus in it, you can put herbs in it, you can put essential oils in it. It's entirely up to you. But you just put a little pot in your kitchen on the stove on low and let it simmer. And those aromas that are coming out of that simmer pot will fill your kitchen and waft through your house and give you a wonderful aroma throughout your house. Now, it's up to you what you put in it. You could put orange slices, you could put lemon slices, you could put ginger. It's entirely up to you. So whatever fragrances you like, pop them in the pot with some water on your stove, turn it down to simmer. Make sure you keep an eye on it, obviously. You do not want it to evaporate and end up causing a house fire. But a simmer pot on your stove is a fab way to get aromas flowing around your house from your kitchen. The next one is to add essential oils near a fan. Now, this time of year, everybody's got fans going in their house, especially with the humidity. So what you can do is, if you've got your fan nearby, you can put your aromatherapy oil on something near to that fan. Now, obviously, you don't want it to be something that's going to blow away, because clearly the fan's going to be blowing air around your room. So you want to put your essential oils onto something that's not going to get blown across the room. Suggestions usually are something like a cotton ball near it. If you put it just below where the air's circulating, you should be okay. But if you put your oils onto something like that, and then as the air blows into your room, it carries the aroma from that essential oil with it. What next? Radiator scent boost. You could put a scent soaked cloth near a heat source. So you could make a bowl of scented water up the same way you've done with your stove tip that I mentioned just now. So you get your hot water and you put your oils in it. Make sure it's not so hot that you can't put your hands in it. You then get a cloth and you soak it into that and wring it out, and then put that over the heat source like a radiator. Then as the heat from the radiator comes through that cloth, the aroma from those oils comes into the room, and you've got your aromatherapy scent that fills the room for you. The obvious thing to use is obviously house plants. There are lots of plants that you can get that will give off a lovely aroma. I mean, I love lilies. Lilies are one of my favourite flowers. Obviously, you have to be careful with the stamens because they stain, and it's always best to cut the stamens out. You've got jasmine, you've got stephanotis, there's so many different wonderful flowers that you can put into your house. If you like bouquets of flowers, that's a natural scent. So you may as well just treat yourself to some flowers and pop the flowers around the house. Obviously, you're going to need to purchase more, so essential oils is probably better because you can get the same fragrance from your essential oils and then just use those different ways around your home. A pine cone diffuser. Now, diffusers are usually, you're probably familiar with the electronic version where you've got your little unit that you fill with water and then you pop your oils in, you turn it on and it releases a mist. A diffuser can also be a little piece of wood with a dip in it that you put your oils on, and it just lets the aroma into the air. So you could use a pine cone. In the autumn time, there's lots of pine cones around. You get the big ones. You can drop some essential oils into the segments of that pine cone and you can sit it on a windowsill, and you have got a very natural diffuser for your essential oils, which I think is a fab idea. I love having things like that around the home. At Christmas time especially, with a pine cone you can put Christmassy scents in it. So you can have a centerpiece in the middle of your table with Christmassy decorations around it. Have your pine cone and have things like cinnamon and cloves and nutmeg and orange on your pine cone, so you've got those Christmassy scents infusing the air and making it all feel very, very Christmassy. In your bedroom and when you sleep, you can do your linen sprays, and the ideal scents for your bedroom won't be scents that are overpowering. You want scents that are going to relax you, like chamomile and like lavender and vetiver. The vetiver is the one that kind of I've lost my word again. I did this the other night. It almost sedates you. It's a very woody scent, but it's very, very relaxing, and it's almost like a sedative, and it helps you get off to sleep. So you can mist your bedding with a spray that you've made up, like the one for the room spray, which has got the alcohol in it, because obviously you don't want wet bed sheets. And that, again, that will fill your room up with those wonderful aromas. Next we have a pillow mist ritual. Hello to everybody that's dropping in. I have seen you. I am aware that you're there, and I'm very, very pleased to have you here with us this evening. You can spray your pillow with calming essential oils like the ones I mentioned just now, like your lavender, your chamomile and your vetiver, and those will all help with your sleep routine as well as making your room smell wonderful. When I was younger, my grandparents used to have little sachets of lavender that they would put in the drawers, or you'd get the scented drawer liners that you could put in drawers to make the drawers where you put your clothing smell wonderful. You can do something similar with your essential oils, and you can have a fabric-filled pouch with herbs and oils in it. If you've got a lavender bush in your garden, all you need to do is trim some of the lavender off, allow it to dry. You can pop that in a pouch, add some extra lavender to it if you want to, and you've then got your very own scented pouch that you can put into your drawers. Every time you open the drawer, you've got this wonderful aroma that comes out. It's one of the things that my grandmother used to do when I was younger. In fact, both my grandmothers used to do that. And it was usually lavender, which I know a lot of people don't like now. You can do a dream blend. You can make your own dream blend, and you can pop it on a cotton ball just inside your pillowcase. Again, that will help you sleep. And it also adds a wonderful aroma into your sleeping environment. You could have, if you've got room under your bed and you don't have animals or anything that are going to go under there and knock it over, you could have a jar under your bed with your favourite blend in it with the lid off. Anything that's open like that is going to allow the aromas to escape into the air. So having a jar under your bed with your favourite blend in it, that would also work the same as the other suggestions that I've come up with. Pop your favourite blend into the jar, leave the lid off, and then the aromas will fill your space. I'm loving all these ideas. Some of these I actually do myself. Some of these are ideas that I am going to try myself. What else have we got? You can make your own citrus bin bombs. You can get a cupcake holder and you can pop in that baking soda and lemon oil, and you can pop those in your bin. So you get aroma for your bin, because obviously bins can get a bit stinky and you don't want that to happen. Another idea that I have done with my bathroom bin, ladies have got panty liners. You can pop some essential oils onto your panty liner or a panty liner and pop it in the bottom of the bin, or just on the wall inside the bin before you put your bin bag in. And another trick with bin bags, I saw this hack on the internet and I think it's fab. You've got your roll of bin bags, you put that into the bottom of the bin and then you lift the first one up and put it over. And then when you're ready to change your bin bag, the next one comes up and it's ready. I haven't done it, I should do it. Apparently it's a bloody good idea, excuse my language. And you've always got your bin bags there because you've put the roll of it at the bottom of the bin. You've got your top one that's open that you're using. You pull that up, rip it off, and the next one's there. And then you've got your nice aroma inside the bin as well. 2 hacks in one. Get in there. What else have we got? We've got peppermint vinegar spray, which is a natural cleaner with zing. So you can make a spray up using vinegar and peppermint and spray it around. The vinegar, it does sound like it would be quite strong, but because of the peppermint it actually gets rid of the smell of the vinegar, and it would help evaporate as well because of the vinegar. You can add oils to a clay disc just inside your toilet tank, so that where your water is, or even put the oils into the water, and when you flush the toilet you get the nice aroma. For your fridge, because obviously fridges have a lot of fresh food in it, they have vegetables, they have cheeses, they have things like that. You can pop a cotton ball with lemon oil in your fridge, so every time you open the door you get a lovely lemon aroma come into your room, and it helps with it because it's lemon, it helps to keep your fridge nice and fresh. The vacuum cleaner filter hack, I've talked about this before. I do this on a regular basis. You can take the air filter off of your vacuum cleaner, you drop some of your favourite essential oils onto the filter, pop it back onto the hoover, and then every time you hoover your house you get the aroma from those oils fill your room. And honestly, it is lovely. Every time I do the hoovering, I get my own little aromatherapy session because I've done that, and every time the scent fades I put a new one on. My favourite one is the Christmassy fragrances like the one I mentioned previously with citrus and cinnamon and clove and nutmeg. You can also put things like jasmine or lemon or whatever fragrances you like. Just pop them onto the air filter, pop it back in, and then as you do your hoovering you get a lovely aromatherapy session at the same time. That one I do on a regular basis. You can spray your doormat with grounding oils like cedarwood, or even sandalwood. And every time somebody comes into the house and they walk on the mat, you get the aroma comes up. These are all ideas that you can use around your home to encourage wonderful aromas to fill your house. Obviously, you don't want conflicting aromas, so if you're going to try more than one of these, it's advisable to use oils that complement each other. Hi Kieran, lovely to see you this evening. Thank you for dropping in. We're talking about ways that you can make your home smell wonderful with aromatherapy. And so far I've had quite a few useful hacks, and I've still got more to come. Double tap if your home deserves some sacred scents, because I know mine does. I love my house smelling of aroma. It's gorgeous. So what else have we got? You can have a small jar in your cupboard with baking soda and essential oils in it, and that will have the same effect as putting a jar with your favourite blend under the bed. It would fill, the aromas will come up out of that jar, and they will fill your cupboard with those beautiful aromas of whatever essential oil it is you're using. Again, I'm not going to recommend a particular type of oil because everybody's got their favourite. You just choose the one that you like the best. And you pop it in a little jar with the lid off in the back of your cupboard, and then you've got a lovely aroma filling the cupboard, and every time you open the cupboard door you get that wonderful aroma. What else did I write down? You can create your own blend. So if you've got a blend that you particularly like, and it's, as I said, it's a good idea to choose blends like oils that complement each other. You can come up with a blend, and you can use that blend across lots of those different ideas around your home. Has anybody done anything like this in their home? Hi Dragon, thank you so much. Have you used aromatherapy in your home before to make your space smell wonderful? And if so, what did you use? As I said, I've used the Christmassy fragrances. I've used vanilla, I've used lavender, I've used jasmine. What have you used in your home that's not standard air fresheners? Have you used any essential oils to get that wonderful aroma in your home? Or would you use essential oils to get that lovely aroma in your home? Hi Nicole, lovely to see you. Thank you for dropping in. Just trying to think which other ones I've used. Just Jams just joined us. Lovely to see you this evening. Thank you for joining in. We're talking about aroma hacks around the home, and I've just given some of my own hints and tips for how you can make your home smell wonderful with essential oils. The other thing you can get in most garden centres is the reed diffusers. You do have to be careful with those though, because my son bought one of those and it tipped over and the oils actually damaged the surface that it was on. So you have to be really careful that you put those in an area where they're not going to get knocked over. But the reed diffusers are the wonderful. You've got the scented oil in a bottle with the reeds in it, and the aroma comes out of the reed bottle into your room, and it makes it smell lovely. Hi Saria, lovely to see you this evening. Let me know if you've got any essential oil hacks that you can recommend to me or the other people within the chat. Sorry, it won't be a minute. I just need to check something. Where am I going? I need to look for something and I can't find it. I can't find what I'm looking for. Hello Marie, thank you for popping in. We're talking about wonderful aromas around your home that you can create with essential oils. Let me know if there's any that you love to use around your house, where you use them and how you use them. Do you put them on something? Do you make sprays? How do you infuse those rooms? How do you infuse those oils into your space? Welcome to tips from other people. It doesn't just have to be from me. No, I can't find what I was looking for. Never mind. It can wait. What, scented candles? I like scented candles. In fact, I've forgotten to do something. I always do something at the start of my live and I forgot. So if anybody wants to join me, you can. I've got my scented candle. I always light a candle at the beginning of my live for my sister. So Jen, this is for you. I know, for those of you that don't know, my twin sister Jen is in spirit. She's very much part of Twin Perceptions, and this candle's for her. So this one smells of rose, and I always have a candle lit when I'm doing my sessions because I like the candlelight in my space. I also have incense burning. Does anybody else use incense? I've got a whole drawer full of incense sticks which have been sat there for ages, and my husband started using them actually. I do like some of them can smell quite strong, but some of them smell really, really lovely. Or they'll smell like the fragrance they're meant to smell like when they're not lit, and then you light them and you think it just smells like burning wood. Has anybody else experienced that? It doesn't smell like what it's meant to. Good evening, Lauren and Sophie. Thank you for dropping in. Do either of you ladies use essential oils around your home? And if so, how do you use them? Can you tell me if my friend is a phony as I get messages from her mum? I don't know if I can tell you that, sweetheart. I'm an aromatherapist. I can't tell you. Sage cones. What, the little incense cones that you light? I've got one of the backflow incense burners. It's a dragon, and you put the backflow cones on the top, and it comes down through the dragon's head and out its mouth and into a pool. And it looks beautiful. Don't forget to double tap the screen if your home deserves a sacred sense. I know mine does. I can't double tap my own screen. Don't forget to light your candle. I've got mine lit. Mine's not going to drip everywhere today. So for those of you who just joined, I've gone through quite a few different suggestions for bringing essential oils into your home. And I can run through those again quickly. Yeah, the Indian incense sticks as I work with Red Indian Spirit. Oh, that's lovely. I quite like the Nag Champa incense as well. That's got a really lovely aroma. So some of the things that I suggested, and I've lost my notes. Where have I put them? I closed my notepad down. So some of the things that I suggested for those of you have just joined. Adrian, sorry, you're going to have to listen to my dulcet tones again, repeating all this. The first one was putting incense, putting aromatherapy oils into the cardboard inner of your toilet roll. So you just put a couple of drops inside, pop it back on the toilet roll holder, and then every time somebody uses that toilet roll, you get the aroma fill your bathroom. Obviously, you're going to have to change that every time you put a new loo roll on, but it's only a couple of drops of aromatherapy. It's not going to break the bank. The other one, which I'm not quite sure how you would do it, is I heard of a hack where you use the oils on your furnace filter. Now, I don't have a furnace, so I don't know how that works, but if they have a filter, I can imagine that might work if you drop some essential oils onto the filter, and then every time you use the furnace, you'd get the aroma fill your room. So if you've got a furnace, give that a go. Obviously, don't do anything that's going to be dangerous. I wouldn't recommend anybody do that. Do let anybody know that you think is going to find this useful. Please do let them know that this live is going on. I'd love for them to join us. Yeah, my daughter likes Yankee candles. When she was in her one of the flats that she lived in previously, her living room was full of candles, and when she lit them, it used to smell lovely. Some of them were Yankee candles. What else have we got? There was the... Oh, I missed this one. Halloween time, when we used to do the Halloween trick-or-treating thing for the kids, I used to fill a cauldron up with green water beads, and we used to put glow sticks underneath it to make it glow, and we'd hide the sweets in the cauldron. So there's a tip for you for when it comes to Halloween. What you can also do is you can use those water beads in a smaller container, and you can put essential oils in it. The essential oils will get absorbed into the water beads, but you'll get the aroma, and it's a constant moisture. So you could use that to scent your home. Putting the oils on a cotton ball near your fan. Now, I mentioned earlier that there's a possibility it could blow across the room. It depends on how strong the airflow is of your fan, but I suppose if you put the cotton ball just underneath so it's not in the airflow, you would still get the aroma going around your room from the cotton ball. Does anybody else want to join in with any suggestions on how to use essential oils around your home? I don't want this just to be me. I'd love for some of your ideas as well. Marie's given some wonderful ideas. I love citrus candles too, Marie, and Yankee candles are amazing. When they did the Yankee candle advent calendars, I was like, yay! Get a Yankee candle for every day of December, and it was wonderful. You've obviously got oil burners as well, which is your standard thing. You can get oil burners everywhere. The little ceramic pots that you get, which you put your night light in and then you put the oils in the top. That's your standard aroma idea for your home. Then you've got your incense sticks, your incense cones. I do really like the idea of the large pine cone, though, that I mentioned earlier, and I'm probably going to do that this Christmas, because I always like... I had a wicker basket that I used to put on the table at Christmas that had pine cones in it and other Christmassy items, and the centerpiece of that could be a large pine cone, and on the little sections you put drops of essential oil, and then you've got your own natural I've forgotten what it's called again, diffuser, and I would use Christmassy scents like cinnamon, nutmeg, orange, clove, that kind of thing, and then your home would always have that lovely scent of Christmas cooking, which I do adore. Excuse me. And those are the ones that I use on my vacuum cleaner filter to get the scent of Christmas into the house, because I do love all those aromas, and it reminds me of cooking and baking, and I love cooking and baking. All my girls are fantastic at baking. I'm not so great. Oil burners, do you put water at the top and then... Yes, it's an idea to put water in the top because it helps to disperse the oils better. If you put the oil straight onto the ceramic, it can burn. So if you put a little bit of water in it first and then drop your essential oils in, it's then the oils evaporate with the water. It's always best to put put water in the top first. Yes. You're very welcome, darling. Hi, Vanessa. Lovely to see you this evening. Thank you for joining. Adrian, Sophie and Lauren, you're very quiet. Adrian, that's my Sophie that's in chat. She was very little last time you saw her. She's not so little now, and she's got one of her own. Sophie, Adrian is the Adrian that used to work in the butchery with your dad at Tesco's all those years ago. How are you both, Sophie and Lauren? Are you both well? I hope you are. Hi, darling. It was a very long time ago, Adrian. I still remember the New Year's Eve drinks with you and Kay. When I had a little bit too much to drink and I had to be lifted out to the car by Paul. Good to see you, Lauren. I hear you've had an accident, you silly girl. You're not meant to do things like that. You're meant to be careful. You're still at Tesco. I didn't know that. Hi, Nicole. Lovely to see you. Oh, we've lost it. Oh, there he is. He's back again. Welcome back, Adrian. Yeah, I heard. How did you manage that? Ouch. I'm quite lucky. I don't think I've ever actually broken a bone. I thought I had, but I never actually have. I've been quite fortunate. Tomorrow I'm probably going to do something, break something now that I've said that. Talk about tempting fate. Don't forget to double tap to let me know that you're enjoying this session, because your love and your interaction is very, very much appreciated. Fell on the stairs carrying a unit and it landed on my foot. Oh, bless you. Oh, you just take care. Take it easy. Is it in a cast or have you just got a boot? A boot. Got to go back tomorrow as they put the wrong one. Oh no. I hear those boots aren't very comfortable. I've known a few people recently that have broken bones in their feet and have had to wear those, and they've said they're the most uncomfortable things going. Oh. You could pop some essential oils on it and make it smell nice. I didn't say that. Absolutely. We absolutely love being grandparents, and Sophie's done such a fantastic job with her daughter. She's an amazing mum, and our granddaughter is a wonderful, wonderful little girl. She's so smart. She's so funny. She dotes on Paul. It's pop this, pop that. It's the same relationship that Sophie had with her granddad. It's wonderful. It's really lovely. It's such a lovely... I mean, people used to say it's different when you're grandparents, and I never knew what they meant. But now that I'm a grandparent, I get it. You love them still the same, don't you, as you would your own children. You've still got that unconditional love, but it's different because they're not yours. They're related to you, but they're not yours. And obviously, you hand them back after you've looked after them. It's not quite the same. You don't have the pressure that goes with it. We've lost Sophie and Lauren. Yeah, our middle one's getting married in October. She's moved up to Scotland. She's getting married. So we'll be going up there for that. She's living right near Ben Nevis. She's in Fort William. And she's tying the knot in October. That'll be the first one of ours to get married. And I've lost my life. There we go. Yeah. Oakley dokily. We will have to catch up. I've got you on Facebook, Adrian, so I will drop you a message and we will try and catch up. I need to go and get myself a snack. We ate our lunch quite late, so we haven't had an evening meal, and I'm feeling quite peckish. So I don't think anybody else is going to drop in now. And I've gone through most of the hacks that I had listed. I hope some of them have been useful. I don't know whether you use essential oils, Adrian, but if you do, maybe try some of those. And I'm probably going to be back again tomorrow, and I won't have any specific topic. It's just going to be a general open floor conversation where anybody can just chat about whatever they want. It was really good to see you. I do hope to see you again soon. Send my love to the family. Hope you're all well. Stay safe, and I will be in touch shortly, and we'll have to arrange to meet up. It would be really good to see you. You take care of yourself. Good night, everyone.